Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, the local police and fire departments are asking the community for their help this holiday season.
Plus, with winter in full swing, find out what fruits and vegetables are now available at the Torrance Farmers Market.
And volleyball pro Jose Loyola pays a visit to Riviera Elementary School to celebrate a big event. We'll take you there.
A local business is awarding $100,000 in grants to Torrance classrooms. Your school might be one of the lucky recipients.
These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. It was hailed as one of the luckiest days, December 12, 2012. Now, according to astrologers and numerologists, this once-in-a-century occurrence sparked a record number of weddings throughout the world. Now, according to a survey by David's Bridal, nearly 7,500 brides were registered to get married on this date here in the U.S. alone. Businesses also took advantage of this unique date with special advertisements and sales. 12 seems to be a significant number. There are 12 months in a year, 12 hours of night and day, 12 astrological signs, and of course 12 days of Christmas. This was the last major numerical date using the Gregorian or Christian calendar for almost another century. The next time three numbers will align as they did on 10-10-10 or 11-11-11 will be in 89 years.
Torrance City Council members hit the road this week as part of their community outreach efforts. Members held their meeting at the D. Hardison Sports Center, and it was business as usual. The council honored Edward A. Maciel upon his retirement from the city after dedicating 32 years of service. Maciel began his career with the city in 1980 as a custodian and joined the water department as a water service technician in '83. Now, throughout the last 29 years of service in the Water Division of Public Works, Maciel's extensive experience and expertise and versatility in all areas of water operations have been an invaluable asset to the city. Also in community matters, the city recognized the softball tournament teams from the Centennial Birthday Bash. The mayor invited team captains of the participating teams to be acknowledged. Business will resume as usual back in council chambers on Tuesday, December 18th.
The Torrance Unified School District had a big announcement this week. At the December 10th meeting, TUSD Board of Education members selected Martha Deutsch over 14 other candidates to fill the vacated seat left by Al Muratsuchi, who was recently elected to serve in the California State Assembly. Deutsch has volunteered thousands of hours in many capacities throughout the Torrance Unified School District. She served on the Board of Directors for the Torrance Council of PTAs as Director of Health, Director of Community Services, Director of Organization and Programs, Executive Vice President, and President. Deutsch's term of office begins December 10th, 2012 until November 30th, 2013.
ExxonMobil continues their quest to support educators at Torrance schools. Reporter Charlene Chang tells us more.
The funny thing to me was when I thought back about science, I honestly can't think of one thing we did.
Teachers like Carol Grossi know firsthand that the best way to build excitement for science is through a memorable curriculum, but that can be very costly. Enter ExxonMobil's Pegasus STEM Awards.
In particular, we put focus on education and in particular also on STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and math. And basically what we are trying to do is to recognize those teachers that bring proposal for specific projects.
For the 16th consecutive year, teachers in the Torrance School District were invited to apply for a grant for up to $4,000 per project. This year, ExxonMobil awarded 34 projects $100,000 total. The money from the grants will be applied to a variety of projects, from the elementary level all the way up to high school, for topics ranging from robotics to virtual laboratories. Grossi's proposal, a program to help students explore careers in science, came out of her own experience attending ExxonMobil's Sally Ride Science Academy several years ago.
And in the back of the room, I heard this one lady just say, she just stood up, she said, I could have been a scientist. And I thought, I want my kids to feel that way too and not know these things are out there.
For both teachers and ExxonMobil, the hope is that STEM doesn't just stop in the classroom, but instead gives students a possible path for their futures. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Charlene Chang.
Thanks, Charlene. Grant recipients were determined by a team of judges from ExxonMobil and the community. In addition to the Pegasus Awards and the Sally Ride Academy, ExxonMobil also supports a number of other STEM-focused programs. Now you can find out more at torrancerefinery.com.
Christmas is still days away, but what do you do with the tree once the holiday passes? Well, the Torrance Public Works Department encourages everyone to recycle them. You can do so by removing all tinsel ornaments, lights, and stands. Cut the tree as needed, as it should fit securely in a container. Flock trees cannot be recycled. They should be placed in a refuse container. Wreaths can also be recycled in the green waste recycling bin. Just be sure to remove all metal and plastic beforehand. The city will provide curbside collection beginning December 26th through January 10th. For more information, call 855-354-5623. Still ahead, find out what fruits and vegetables are still lingering from the summer at the Torrance Farmers Market.
And the Torrance Police and Fire Departments need your help this holiday season.
Find out how one local restaurant is honoring the only pediatric hospice program in Los Angeles and Orange County.
There are thousands of dogs and cats housed in shelters that need your help. Local shelter professionals and volunteers give their heart and soul to help unwanted animals and deserve your support. Americans give millions every year to national animal organizations, but unless you give to your local shelter, you can't be sure that money will make it to the pets that need it most. Adopt, volunteer, and give to your local animal shelter. To find your local shelter, go to humaneforpets.org.
Welcome back. With December in full swing, the Torrance Farmers Market is offering the freshest fruits and vegetables there is to offer. Now, our special correspondent and community cooking guest chef, Amane Ernst, is at Wilson Park to tell us what's in season.
Thanks, Jen. I'm here at the Torrance Farmers Market, where it's a great place to come spend the morning and do some of your shopping. I like to walk around and look at the fruit and get inspired for my holiday meals. There are lots of great fruits and vegetables still around from summer, but we're seeing the winter vegetables come in, and that's really exciting. So I'll take you around to meet some of the vendors. Let's go take a look. We're here with Oscar from Arnett Farms in Fresno. Hi, Oscar.
Hi, how are you?
I see you have a lot of persimmons here. Can you tell me what varieties you have?
We got 3 kinds of persimmons. You got the Japanese persimmons, one of the best. You can throw in salads, you can eat like an apple. And we got the cachillas. These persimmons are the sweetest, but it takes too long to ripe. It takes about 2 weeks. But once it ripe, it's really the best. Also, when it ripe, you can freeze it and eat it like ice cream. It's similar to fuyu, but this persimmon is softer and they got seeds on it. Also sweeter than fuyus. But most people that prefer crunchy.
Yeah, now with the fuyus, I love to slice them thin and put them on a little puff pastry and make a quick dessert. But you just say you just eat them like an apple.
Yeah, I usually like an apple. You know how to put out those things, just to the tray. Also, you can take the skin off because the skin is thick and hard. That's risk we cut. We take the skin off for persimmons, for samples.
Now, how would you pick a really good fuyu for
really good. You want it the darkest you can and crunchy.
Nice. And I love when you slice it, it has this star-shaped feature inside.
Yeah, that's one of the most beautiful fruits in the trees. One is in the peak season. That's one of the most beautiful trees.
Okay, and so with the hachillas, we want to wait till they're absolutely soft.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You can eat it before they're ripe.
Right, the tannins will just make your mouth pucker.
Yeah. Yep. You want to eat it. You want to eat it, and if you eat it before they're ripe, you want to hit them.
Absolutely. Thanks, Oscar.
You're welcome.
I also found out that Arnett Farms has been operating for over 100 years, and they have about 5 acres of persimmons. The fuyus are some of the newer fruits on the orchard, but the older ones, like the oranges, have been there for about 50 years. Later, I'll take you across to meet Dan from Orange County Produce, but for now, back to you, Jen and Ben.
Thanks, Amane. Later in the show, we'll go back out to the Torrance Farmers Market, where Amane is standing by with another favorite farmer to find out what summer fruits and vegetables are still lingering and what produce you can find.
Local businesswomen dusted off their favorite hats for a royal holiday tea. Reporter Charlene Chang was there.
From shopping to scones, the Chamber of Commerce's second annual holiday tea is a festive celebration of women in business.
So this event is to bring women together from different backgrounds, different occupations, lifestyles, to give them a break from life.
Shatera Luna and local business owner Kristen Roby Garcia are both members of the Chamber's Women in Business Committee, who helped put on the networking event.
It's very important for women to come together and to have somebody that they can share their problems with, vent to a little bit about their business, but they also need to be encouraged and inspired, and that's what Women in Business is all about.
In addition to enjoying lunch and guest speakers, attendees were able to bond over some holiday shopping. There were 20 vendors at the event, all run by women.
We have a lot of challenges just because the female is always made the weaker of the sexes, but we're definitely not. We're very strong, and as you can see here today, there's a lot of strong women in business.
For business owners like Roby Garcia, the holiday tea is an invaluable perk of being a chamber member.
Just in the few, couple hours I've been here, I've already met half the women in the room, and I feel like they're my best friends already, So it's just nice to have that single-minded mentality of how can I support you, how can I help you, and it's great to encourage that, and that's what this event is all about.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm Charlene Chang.
Thanks, Charlene. The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce also hosts regular networking at noon lunches. To find out more, visit them online at torrancechamber.com.
The SATs are something college-bound high schoolers must take before they graduate. And while testing above average is hard enough, getting a perfect score is almost impossible. Now, one local senior tells us what her secret was to acing this test.
Se-Hee Hong is a senior at Pacific Lutheran. She loves art, singing, and watching movies with her friends. And she also happens to be extremely smart.
Se-Hee is a fantastic young lady. She's talented, bright, articulate, joy to teach.
Se-Hee is the first female student in the school's history to get a perfect score in math on the Scholastic Aptitude Test, better known as the SAT.
Well, I was very happy because I didn't expect it. I didn't know what to do with it. But after I told my aunt and uncle, after that I felt like, oh, I did really good. Okay, now I got it. And yeah, I feel good.
Se-Hee is quite an exceptional girl who has overcome a lot to get where she is today. She's an exchange student from South Korea and spends her free time helping others.
She does after-school tutoring with a tutoring agency. She shows up early. She studies during her study halls at lunchtime, during break time. She helps others. She serves as the school translator.
Se-Hee came to America to live with her aunt and uncle as a freshman in high school. She wasn't even fluent in English, and after only a few short years here, she was able to also score well above average in the reading and writing portions of the SAT. So what's her secret to a perfect score?
Every morning, wake up an hour earlier and do an hour study of SAT in the morning and go to school, so daily basis.
Her diligence paid off. Not only did she study before and after school, but she took over 50 practice tests. But she didn't have to do it all on her own.
When she had questions, I always had an open door policy. So when she got stuck, I was able to answer her questions.
The Princeton Review, just one of the many books that Se-Hee used to prep for the SATs. It's 1,000 pages, and after studying this book and all the other ones, she got every single question right in the math section of the SATs.
The SATs have over 150 questions and takes about 3 hours to complete. The math portion alone covers geometry, arithmetic, Algebra 1, and some of Algebra 2. And out of 1.5 million students who took the test nationally, Se-Hee was in the top 10,000.
You don't actually need to answer every question. You get points off if you answer wrong, but if you have 100% of correctly answered questions, you can get a perfect score.
But Se-Hee didn't skip any questions in math. She answered them all. So what's next for this math whiz? College.
Where do I want to go?
She may not know now, but she's got enough on her plate conquering calculus in her senior year. Se-Hee is proof that no matter the barriers, hard work can lead to success. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Kyle Sexton.
Thanks, Kyle. He is applying to several universities throughout the United States, but is leaning towards one right here in the area, and that's UCLA.
Earlier, we told you about the ExxonMobil Pegasus STEM Awards. Well, CitiCABLE caught up with one of the recipients, Dana Hagen, who is teaching the first engineering course in the district. Reporter Charlene Chang has more.
The hydrogen fuel cell takes the hydrogen and oxygen, and as it's turning it into water, it gets energy enough to power the motor, which powers the rear axle of the car.
Students in Torrance are getting a unique opportunity to work on hands-on engineering projects, thanks to a nationwide program called Project Lead the Way.
It's a program that started 13 or 14 years ago as a way to put together science courses and math courses and teach engineering with hands-on project-based learning.
Dana Hagen is the teacher responsible for bringing Project Lead the Way to Torrance High School.
To get the program started, El Camino College contributed money for the tools, equipment, and software that will continue to be used in the coming years.
Other local organizations, including ExxonMobil STEM Awards, also helped Torrance High School become the first school in the district to offer the program, which already has 60 students enrolled.
The principles of engineering stuff that they're learning this year it's amazing to me how rigorous a lot of it is. They're learning stuff that I didn't learn until my first or second year of engineering courses when I was in college.
As a former engineer for ExxonMobil, Hagen has hopes that Project Lead the Way will expose his students to future careers in the field.
I think one of the good things about this program is it gives them an opportunity to see engineering, to do engineering and decide if they like it, if they have a facility for it, if they have any interest in that as a major, as a career.
Before, I didn't know much about engineering. I just thought it was math and science, but now I understand it better.
I wouldn't know whether or not this is what I want to do if I didn't have this class.
Next year, Hagen has plans to add an aerodynamics class to the curriculum. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Charlene Chang.
Thanks, Charlene. The teachers at Hull Middle School are in the process of launching Project Lead the Way for their students as well.
Riviera Elementary School received a helping hand from a former student and a professional athlete. Reporter Kyle Sexton has the story.
Riviera Elementary School now has a little piece of the beach right on their campus.
Whoa! That's very good.
They're the first school in the Torrance district to get a beach volleyball court.
Please join me in welcoming Jose Loyola.
Former professional volleyball player and now coach Jose Loyola came out for the celebration. He hopes to help inspire more schools to follow Riviera's example.
The whole idea is just to develop the sports, bring beach volleyball into elementary schools, and then, like I said, develop the sports that now is part of the college program.
Beginning January 11th, Loyola will teach beach volleyball to kindergarten through 5th graders at Riviera's after-school program for 7 weeks.
Teaching them how to have fun, bringing the fun side of the sports, bringing the fun side of the volleyball.
This volleyball court took 300 hours to make. It was a community effort, and it's just the first step in making sand volleyball part of multiple elementary schools.
The court would not have been built if it wasn't for former Riviera student and Eagle Scout David Saboski, who took on the challenge as part of his final Eagle Scout project.
I'm just glad I can give something back to my school.
Saboski, along with a group of 30 volunteers, including friends and family, took 4 days to complete the project.
3, 2, 1.
Saboski and Loyola joined staff and students for a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Thanks to them, the kids can learn how to play from the very best.
Ready? Look at that! I think that's the biggest compliment for the city, to be able to start this new program, and I'm really happy to be here and be part of this.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm Kyle Sexton.
Thanks, Kyle. The volleyball court was paid for in donations from the school and Saboski's family and friends. For more information on the after-school program, call Riviera Elementary at 310-533-4460. The The Torrance Police and Fire Departments are having their annual Christmas toy drive, and they need your help. Reporter Lorena Salcedo tells us why.
Thank you so much for coming out today and volunteering your time to help us with our sorting and our bagging and our toy drive. So are you guys all excited?
Yeah! We've had a lot of fun doing this, bagging the toys for the kids, knowing that they're going to have a good Christmas because the good citizens of Torrance are giving toys to our toy drive.
But the annual Christmas toy drive has one problem, and the police and fire departments are asking for assistance.
We seem to get a lot of toys for the smaller kids, infant to about 7 years old, but we have a low supply on gifts for the older kids.
Specifically, kids between 10 and 16 years old. Officer Kelly McCarthy gave us her wish list for this age group.
Sports equipment, gift cards, anything that a teenager would like, art supplies.
Age-appropriate board games are also on the list, but gift cards are what they are seeking out the most.
Nothing over $20, or it could be $10. Food like McDonald's, Burger King, Target, Toys R Us, Walmart, different types of gift cards that the older children can actually go buy something that they'll need.
The spirit of giving is in full force right now.
This is an amazing thing for us to do every year. Last year was a lot of work, but the reward of seeing these kids and just how it touches different lives between our officers, our fire department, and stuff. So I'm looking forward to this season being able to reach out to these kids.
And you can participate too. Unwrapped toys can be dropped off at the Torrance Police Department front lobby and at Torrance Fire Stations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Toys are brought here where they're categorized by age group, and then they're placed in this bag to go out to families in need. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Lorena Salcedo.
Thanks, Lorena. Toys will be collected all the way up until December 24th.
There's only one hospice care program dedicated to serving children in Southern California, and they're located right here in Torrance. Reporter Charlene Chang was at the recent fundraiser and has more.
So without any further ado, we're lighting the tree.
For the third year in a row, Red Car Brewery in Old Town Torrance is lighting up their holiday tree in honor of some very special kids.
This particular event is to support Trinity Kids Care, the only pediatric hospice and palliative care service in all of Los Angeles and Orange counties.
Through Trinity Kids Care, Jamie Andrews and her team of nurses are currently taking care of 48 children suffering from life-threatening illnesses in the comfort of their own homes.
Some of these kids are still getting chemotherapies, they're still getting treatments, but there's certain symptoms that we can help them at home with, like pain and other symptom management.
Chris Tanaka was first introduced to Trinity Kids Care with his first son, Aiden, who was set up with hospice care until he passed in 2008.
They're there to provide any help, both medically and emotionally, and so it's great to have them there at any time, day or night. They're just a phone call away.
At the Light Up a Life event, the Tanaka family was able to memorialize their son and brother in a special way.
In the spirit of the holiday season, event guests are invited to commemorate their loved ones on this ornament and placing it on the tree.
Red Car Brewery diners were also encouraged to make donations, in addition to the 15% of their check that was given to Trinity Kids Care.
What our goal tonight to do is raise money for gas for the van, so that we not only can take people back and forth to medical appointments, but we can do the things in life that mean something to a family at the time.
I know exactly where that money's going, and I know what stories we're going to be able to tell because we have gas money to go make those dreams come true.
Insurance reimbursement for hospice care is low, so Trinity Kids Care depends on support from the community through events like this for funding. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Charlene Chang.
Thanks, Charlene. While Trinity Kids Care won't know how much money they've raised for the Trinity Kids van until the tree is taken down on January 4th, they do hope to raise enough money for a year's supply of gas. After the break, we'll tell you what's in season at the Torrance Farmers Market.
Plus, if you're looking for a great holiday gift, look no further. We've got some adorable puppies that you will not want to miss.
This could be a bicycle or a bat. This could be a robot or an airplane. This could be a playground. This could be a book bag. or a soccer ball. This could be a book. This could be beautiful. This cannot be trash. This can all be recycled. Learn more at thiscouldbe.org.
With the holidays in full swing and you're looking for a great gift, well, this next gift idea is twofold. Not only will you be saving a life, but bringing joy to those receiving one. Currently featured on CitiCable's Threes, Canine Corner with Megan Medic, there are 6 adorable puppies up for adoption looking for their forever homes. Let's take a look.
First, we have cute Kona, who is a 6-year-old golden retriever mix who loves people, the beach, and is really ready to give and receive unconditional love. Next, we have sweet Caroline, who is a 10-week-old boxer lab mix. She loves playing with big dogs, people, and would make the perfect addition to any home. Tiddlywinks is our next dog up for adoption, and he is the ultimate lover and looker with his huge bright blue eyes and his soft white coat. Peanut Butter is 7 weeks old and is very loving, playful, and has the fur of a Cocker Spaniel. She is a very cute pup and is ready for her forever home. And don't forget Silly Willy, who is the male that loves his toys. He would be great as a solo dog and also plays very well with others. He is eager to please and to have fun. And last, we have Jelly Belly, who is definitely the calm one of the bunch. He has that amazing, smooth lab coat. To adopt or foster these amazing dogs, call Labs and More at 858-273-5386 or email them at doginfo@labsandmore.org.
Thanks, Megan. Canine Corner airs every day right here on CitiCable Channel 3 at noon and 8 p.m. And boy, those pups are cute.
Are they?
Now let's go out to Juan Hernandez with a preview of what's to come on the next Sports Desk.
Juan, what do you have for us?
Hi guys, for everybody ready to check out the Sports Desk this week, we are in full swing with winter sports, tourneys all over the place in basketball, soccer, and wrestling. Got some teams in all those sports shaping up for a great winter season. You want to see those highlights and how everybody's looking? Be sure to check out the Sports Desk every day at 4 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. right here on CitiCable 3.
Hey, thanks, Juan. While the winter season is in full swing, you may still find summer and fall fruits and vegetables at the local farmers market.
That's right. Amine Ernst is at the Torrance Farmers Market talking to some of her favorite farmers to find out what's in season.
Thanks, Jen. We're just a few vendors down with Dan at Orange County Produce, and they've got some amazing fruits and vegetables here. I can just smell these raspberries as you walk by. Now, Dan, tell us about some of the produce you have here and where you grow it.
All our vegetables are grown in Irvine, seal beets, and Los Alamitas, and we have our beautiful golden beets, our red beets, our carrots, our tomatoes, and raspberries. The raspberry we just started picking about 2 weeks ago, and you can smell the sweetness of the raspberry. It tastes very sweet right now. So we're winding down on our tomatoes right now, but our carrots and beets are growing year round, and our other vegetables we're starting to grow our winter vegetables right now for the rest of the year.
Now, I love these beets. They look beautiful. Now, I like to roast them or just grate them and put them over a salad. How do you like to cook them?
I like my beets boiled or baked, and when you bake it, the sweetness comes out more than when you boil it, but they're both good either way, so they're both delicious.
Now, what kind of soil do you grow these in?
We grow them in a medium grade soil, or it's either sandy loam or sandy soil, so they grow nice and round in the soil. And the carrots are grown in sandy soil because it's easier to pull out, and it makes a really beautiful looking carrots when we pull it out of the soil.
And they've got amazing greens on them. Can you eat that part too?
You can eat the top part of spinach. Just boil the top part of your beets and eat it like spinach. It has a lot of nutrition and leaves also.
Great, thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.
Well, that was Dan with Orange County Produce. And I'm definitely inspired to get in the kitchen and cook with some of these ingredients. I hope you are too. Back to you, Jen and Ben.
Thanks, Amine. Be sure to check out the Torrance Farmers Market at Wilson Park.
Well, they're open from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Tuesday and Saturday, rain or shine. Well, that's going to do it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Jen Chun. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.